So it has come down to 5 finalists in the search for the next superintendent for Fayette County Public Schools, and we want you to be included in the discussion.
It's a great opportunity. The 5 finalists are Dr. Tawana Grover, Dr. Demetrius Liggins, Angela Dominguez, and Dr. Melvin Brown, and Dr. Christopher Bernier. They lead districts in states such as Nebraska, Nevada, Texas, and Ohio.
LEX 18 anchor Dia Davidson has been speaking with various people from our community, listening to what you want from your next education leader. And she joins us now live with an in-depth look. Dia.
Well, good evening, Nancy, Larry, everybody at home. Welcome to the Norsworthy Auditorium here in the old Fayette County Administration Building. You know, this is going to be the site in 24 hours of the first of 2 days of intense interviews and discussions between the next Fayette County superintendent and, of course, the public. There are going to be 5 candidates who have been selected by a team of school leaders as well as parents and student representatives. Tomorrow and Thursday, I will be asking some of the tough questions, get necessary questions of these candidates, many of the questions from you, our audience. But today, the question asked, who do parents want to be the next leader of our state's second largest school district? Here are thoughts, 2 thoughts, on what they hope the board will consider when making that decision.
School. It's so much more than just the 3 R's. For children today, it's a place to discover themselves and where they fit in the world. That's why selecting the right person to not only lead but set the tone and temperature of our public schools is essential.
We have to meet our young people where those changes are occurring. And so this just isn't a black and white issue like it might have been 20 years ago. This is so much more when we talk about diversity and inclusion. And I'm of the belief that whether it's our school system, whether it's a basketball team or our community, when we all come together, that's when we're at our best. And so we got to make all of our students feel included.
But what does it take? Who's the right one for the job? How can you meet the needs of everyone, from parents and students to staff and teachers? Well, for this parent, the choice and process is crystal clear.
The perfect candidate would have to be a strong but compassionate leader, an active and compassionate listener, would also need to have a good handle on change management strategies that are research-based as well as adaptable. That person would need to be aware of and have skills in innovative problem solving in not only the education, but also of bringing the equity to our community.
And joining me now, the man leading our school board and, of course, the search team is Tyler Murphy. It's a tough job, Tyler, to do this, and it's been a process, hasn't it? Let's talk about what the community can expect over the next 2 days of interviews and discussions.
Well, the community has been very important throughout this process. You know, we're reaching the end of a 5-month process, but we've been defined by community engagement and input. And so this part of the search is critical because it gives the community a chance to meet these candidates in a variety of forums and an opportunity to ask their questions and then provide the board, very importantly, feedback based upon what they hear. So that input and engagement is going to help inform the board as we make these decisions over the next few days.
And something that was critical too in your mind was having the students have an opportunity. Talk a little bit about what happened earlier today with the students.
Absolutely. Students are first in Fayette County, so we thought the first encounter that these finalists or these candidates should have in our district are with our students. So some of our talented PLD lamplighter students got to interview one-on-one with all 5 of our candidates, and those interviews will be put up on fcps.net/search very shortly, and those will help the community kind of get to know our candidates a little bit better too, and another opportunity to provide feedback.
And we'll have another opportunity for the community to do a meet and greet with the candidates when they come to town. That'll be in June. Actually, it'll be June 2nd from 7 until 8:30 at Frederick Douglass High School. Thank you, Tyler, so very much. And until tomorrow, please do take a moment to take a look at the candidates. Send us your questions and watch. Please participate in the process. It's an investment in not only our children individually, but our community as a whole.